Hi, YouTube. Hey, I hope that you're doing well. Hey, in case you randomly encountered Nisa before Bake or all the other random anime that's out there, I have chocolate in my mouth in case you guys are wondering. Hold on. I hope you're doing well. Genuinely. I hope you're practicing that self-care. Do something for yourself. Like, if one thing, because in case you guys are wondering, all the videos on YouTube are unmonetized. Like, I don't care about, like, all the reaction videos are completely unmonetized. I don't care about monetizing them in any way, shape, or form, because this is about like an opportunity to look at your characters maybe in a different light, maybe laugh along with us, maybe joke around with us or whatever, right? I will be pausing along the way because this anime has a fuck ton of things to go ahead and analyze. Like, everything is conscripted so near perfectly in this anime that you're just like, oh fuck, like, all right, we gotta stop, we gotta talk about it. If you guys see me looking to my left, because I know that some people are like, you're looking at chat. This is my OBS screen. My OBS is not working, which means I can't really see chat unless I look up. I'm looking over here because my internet can go down at any fucking moment. In like a second, it can go down. So I have to make sure that everything's running smoothly and that my communication with my mods and admin, like, we're not getting fucking bot rated or attacked or any of that. So I'm just letting y'all know, hey, this is just a straight up warning. If you see me looking around, that's because I want to make sure that the stream doesn't die. And also, we're following the psychological and real life principle. If something's important, it'll come up again. That is something that any good therapist will go ahead and tell you, and any good FBI agent will tell you. So guys, with that being said, is hey, please keep your hands above the keyboard at all times throughout this reaction. I don't know what's gonna pop up, but let's go ahead and get into it, shall we? Oh god, guys. Okay, I'm kind of curious. Yeah, hey YouTube, put down the best girl down in the comments below. And why is it Roxy? Or Ram? Or Senjugohara? Anyway.
だいたい形にはなってきたかな。ちょっと休憩するか。
うん、そうだな。荒木先輩の清掃スキルは目を見張るものがある。私は荒木先輩のそのスキルが見たくてこうして部屋を散らかしているのかもしれないな。
それは迷惑だからぜひやめろ。
荒木先輩はいいお嫁さんに
You'll make a great wife.
私の嫁に欲しいくらいだ。
いや、僕はお前が旦那ってのは嫌だな。
結婚してくれるのでは。
ポジションが逆ならな。どっちにしたってお前は戦場ヶ原に殺されるが。いや、多分僕も殺されるけど。
しかし荒木先輩はあれだな。戦場ヶ原先輩とはお似合いのカップルではあるとは思うが、しかし最終的には羽川先輩と結婚しそうな感じがあるな。
嫌なこと言うなよ。
What? I think you and Senjugohara make a good couple, but I feel like you're gonna marry somebody else and you'll have me for a lover. The way, yeah, wait, what? What a way to go. Okay, yeah, my brain just, I mean, do they make a good couple? That's one thing I want to go and throw out there. Hey, yo, what's up, Discreet Pope? That's one thing I want to go and throw out there is like, do they make a good couple when he continuously keeps overwriting that fucking bout? Oh god, we're coming in with the vine booms. Where they continuously keep coming in with like overwriting her boundaries or, respecting the relationship or so on and so forth. Like, oof. But there's one thing I've been curious about this whole season. And I know you guys saw my curiosity in the first 2 episodes. What happens when a power gap is left? Yeah. What happens when a gap is left? And that is one thing my mind has been like circling over and over and over again and again and again with Ara-Kun. I don't think Ara-Kun is up to the mantle of getting that position of power just yet. He still has a lot of room to grow. So who's gonna take that position of power? That position that our good man in Drip, our good Lord and Savior here, saving us from all the fucking evil curses left. That's where my mind has been at for the past couple of episodes. I haven't been able to go ahead and, our good Lord Memi, our good Lord Oshino has left. My mind has been like capitulated, like just thinking in this one particular instance, and it's like, and this happens anywhere, in case you guys are wondering. What happens, for example, Masters, I think that what's been happening is this. I think Oshino Meme, you know, being a fucking tornado that he is, kept a lot of bad shit away. Kept a lot of bad influencers, bad shit away. What happens when he disappears? You have a lot of these bad things that are outside. Oh, there's no longer a fucking barrier. Da-da-da-da-da. You know, you're more than Ed of the psychology. What is your wizardry? I've been thinking about this. I've been so honed in on this that I literally had a nosebleed, which is what I was putting on Discord the other day, where it's like my brain was fucking frying because I was playing Overwatch, and it just started fucking like my theories, my sense of like something is wrong there. Something genuinely is like, you know, because there's no power vacancy. Like, even at your job, if your boss gets fired, someone has to take that spot, right? And this happens in real life, in a relationship, right? Not even in a relationship, but like in a friend group. Usually, someone ends up taking the spot that was left behind in case someone leaves. Or everyone goes their own separate ways and finds new groups or finds themselves in the process. There's promotion times, or so on and so forth. Like, powers, like power dynamics and powers in positions, right? In positions of relationship dynamics are huge. And that's why I'm throwing that out there. There's an itch in me that's saying that, like, even though our good Lord and Memi has protected us, it has also left us very vulnerable when they left. Even though him leaving is actually good for setting up boundaries for a good man, Ara-Ara-kun, for him to not fucking just solely rely on him, it has left this other wake where what if he was protecting others in this area as well? Now, if someone comes in, they're able to go ahead and influence others in a bad way. And if I was a writer, if I was a phenomenal writer, I would take it in this direction where it's like a pendulum, you know. One side, you know, and this is what I love about this show. You're hitting this whole context of like growth and, you know, like learning about yourself and all of this thing, and like, oh, he leaves, boom, other, like, you know, the pendulum swings, and another individual, another players or multiple players out there come into the scene, right? Sort of like a Chekhovian gun. And now they're influencing people with the same amount of power, but in a bad way. And all of a sudden, you have this fucking pendulum that swings back and forward. And it's a very, very phenomenal way of storytelling if it goes that way. Another way that this whole individual can go, and by the way, I'm not talking about just character-wise, I'm also talking about, like, personal-wise, because people tend to go through a pendulum swing. Evil Ed coming in hot. Yeah, you fucking know Evil Ed's coming in hot. Another big thing that can happen from this is the formation of like strong puppets, just strong domination attempts, strong consequentialities of it. So like consequences being thrown out the window. For example, if I was Evil Ed, and this is my train of thought, and this is my whole thing of like going through this, because now that I'm looking at this show, the more that like my mind's able to go ahead and like see where shit's coming from, analyze it, and be like, this is an interesting character. These are interesting characters in this world. And using the ecological theory, which I'm sure we've done, you know, you can start putting together like, wait a minute, something's not right here. For example, the dynamics with the sisters, right? That's one string that's clearly center stage in this whole season, right? The power vacancy that's left, another string that's left there. And the dynamics between each other is changing. Huh. I'll hold on to the rest of my thoughts as more stuff is introduced. But right now, that's sort of where my brain is heading. That's sort of where my brain is connecting all of these dots, where it's like, what's going on? Anyway.
そして私とは愛人関係。戦国ちゃんが3号か。
きっとその上、本命は八九時なのだ。そんなことはないさ。僕は将来的に戦場ヶ原と結婚するんだ。
そんな夢見がちなプロポーズを私に対して今ここでされても挨拶に困るな。しかし実際は私が本気で迫ったら断りきれないだろ。
Hey yo. Hey yo.
愛人関係を断るよ。
Hey, yo, you can have that conversation with your partner and be like, hey, you down for, you know, opening up our relationship or something? You just gotta make sure you communicate that, brother. Hey.
荒木先輩の優しさは女子から見ればつけ込みやすいから気をつけた方がよかろうという意味だ。
True.
まあ今のところ対はない。私は今の関係が好きだからそれを壊す方向へは動くつもりがないが、もしも荒木先輩が戦場ヶ原先輩を傷つけるようなことをしたら、きっと私はそのように動くのだろうな。
っていうか、考えてみりゃ羽川と結婚なんかしたら羽川もまた戦場ヶ原に殺されちゃうじゃないか。それは嫌だ。話さなかったか？僕は羽川を誰よりも恩人だと思ってるんだから。
いや、羽川先輩と戦場ヶ原先輩の関係はな、そういう心配はいらないと思うが。
あ、なんだよ。
いや、あの人たちはあの人たちで独自の世界があるからな。
Oh God.
私としてはそれは不本意でもあるのだが、しかし両者が納得している以上、少なくとも私が口を出せる筋合いではなかろう。
あ、そうだ、ガンバル。休憩時間の間にこれやらないか？
ああ、花札か。そういえばあったな。しかし、私はルールを解散。デパートで売っているのを思いつきで。
Something that's triggering me, and I think it's done on purpose because they had to animate it. The water, like clicking from one side to the other. That ding, ding. It's like an all or nothing thing. And I'm wondering if this is what's gonna pop up in this show, like a cognitive distortion or the cognitive distortion of that, like all or nothing thinking per se. Because people in therapy, in case you guys are wondering, use the wildest metaphors for their frame of thinking, right? For example, I either get all the ice cream or none of it, right? Or for example, sometimes I fill up my gas completely or I wait till it's completely empty before I start to freak out. Like, you start to hear these like rationalizations because like they didn't have to put that in there. They could use it as a scene change. Yes, it could be just a scene change. But like speaking, like let's say Ara-kun was telling me this story, right, from his perspective about his talk with, you know, this girl, and started saying like, yeah, it's like, you know, and I could see the bamboo just going from one side to the other like repeatedly, and I'm like, what the fuck does the bamboo have to do with your conversation? You get it? Like, the bamboo has nothing to do with your conversation, so why bring that up? And that's what starts, like, you know, once you start cluing into situations like that, you're like, oh, wait a minute, hey, something, if one thing's not like the other, and it has to be something like that. So that's sort of what I'm thinking, like, you know, what is going on here? Anyway.
なんだ、そうなんだ。じゃあ無理か。
いや、無理ということはないぞ、荒木先輩。教えてくれればもちろんできる。私はこう見えても、競技のルールを覚えるのは得意な方だ。
Me. Real gamer.
ごめん。テシ。6問なんだけど。じゃあそんなわけで珍しい役も出たところで終わりにしようか。
待て、このあと1回戦残っている。
そんなムキになるなよ。ブレスレット。
Well, Eldris, it goes beyond that. Hold on, because I just saw Eldris's comment. Concept of two girls, Hanekawa Senjugahara. Two sisters. Yeah. Two ideologies, right? Which is like, for example, what do you end up taking? Do you not? How do you move? So on and so forth. This duality complex is at play here. And that's where I'm like, this whole, like, you know, thing is like consistent in that. So I'm just curious.
いや、僕は勝ってるじゃん。遊びなんだから楽しむってことも必要だぜ。戦国なんて見てみろ。あいつにツイスターゲームって遊びを教えてもらったんだがな。
Two lovers, yeah.
初心者の僕に負けたところで、あいつはすごく楽しそうだったぞ。
荒木先輩はどうやら
Hey yo. Hey yo.
何の話だ？
なんでもない。それも私が口を出すようなことではないのだ。
Dude, bro, she just acted that out like she was a fucking Elden Ring boss. You have yet to recognize the final boss's true existence. Bruh.
カンバル、
なんだ荒木先輩。
罰ゲームを先に決めておくぞ。
気が早いな。ちなみに私の側からは性的な欲求、いな性的な要求をするつもりだぞ。
そうか。いや、死ねでもいいよ。お前は生涯ギャンブルをするな。
Alright, guys. I gotta mute because YouTube doesn't like anything to do with this show in any fucking song, dude. I'm curious though. This whole show, we're a couple minutes in and it's already like enabled us to start thinking in a new direction. I hope you guys can't hear it, by the way. Silent Cat Jam.
「僕はカンバルに気になっていたことを聞いた。つまりその左腕のことを家族にはどう説明しているのかである。
怪我で通しているよ。とてもではないが説明できるものではないしな。
でもそれで通るか？僕の吸血鬼体質とは違ってお前の左腕は見たらわかるもんだろ？
まあそれはもちろんおじいちゃんもおばあちゃんも私のことを心配してくれてはいるがな。それでも私と彼らの間にはどうしようもない母親のことが。だから私が踏み込んでほしくないところにはあの人たちは決して踏み込まないのさ。まあどちらにしてもあと数年の我慢だ。
I've always heard this where even in a lively house, it can be the most deafening silence. Like, you know, even if the house is filled with music and laughter and whatnot, it can still be filled with the most like heartbreaking silences out there. For example, you might be in an environment where like every day people are yelling, talking to one another, playing games, full blast, so on and so forth. But does that house feel like a home? Do people there genuinely care about you, or there's so many walls up that they've forgotten to ask you who you are, where you're going, what you're doing, and like asking the basic questions? And that's huge. That's huge. A lot of people deal with stuff like this, and that's why like just that general concept of like, is a house a home, right? And why is this home so silent for me? And that's like, oof. It's some big concepts where it's like, hey, you know what? I'm waiting for a couple more years and I'm dipping. I'm out of here because this isn't. I don't feel safe. I don't feel comfortable. I don't feel like I can speak up. I don't feel like I can be myself. Silence can be bliss, Magikarp, if that's what you seek. But if you're trying to scream and yell and say your opinions and be yourself, but you're only met with silence, that silence is deafening. Even with the loudest music in the world and the loudest people that yell at one another, if all you're being met with is with walls, with fake niceties, with masks, who are you interacting with but like, you know, the individuals that decided to put those masks on? And for some people, yeah. Oof. Sorry, guys. The loud silence. Exactly, Callan. I just wanted to go ahead and like throw that out there because I feel like a lot of people go through this, but not a lot of people are comfortable talking about it. Not a lot of people are comfortable voicing it. And it's often too late by the time they voice it, where their opinions are already made. You know, A lot of their thought patterns have already been formed, and they've fallen into a system where they've now accepted that loud silence, and they're uncomfortable with it, and they get anxiety attacks and all of these things. But yeah. And yo, what the fuck? Hey, yo. Memi?
ああ、すまない。名乗り忘れたな。見ず知らずの人間に対
Whoa. Holy fuck, this shot, dude. This shot is amazing. Oh, what the fuck is this, dude? Hold on, just the shot in of itself, dude. This is wild. In case you guys are wondering why am I flipping out, right? There's the symbolism inside of this whole thing as well. Have we found someone that's about to fill that fucking, like, the composition is, yeah, great composition of colors, great way of introducing someone that's fucking, you know, I guess menacing, if you really want to call it, but also, like, for example, right, the way that he was able to go ahead and, like, because usually Ara-kun is pretty aware when it comes to surroundings, because he's able to go ahead and find Hachikuji-kun no matter where the fuck she is, right? Did we just found our next, like, dark meme lord? Because my dude looks so fucking edgy, he's about to go atomic, dude. My dude is literally split down the fucking river of Styx here, with our man over here with society and a giant ass, like, walls all around him, and on the other hand, being filled with nothing but deadness, and, like, he's in shadow, dude. Is this shadow meme? This is huge, dude. The implications of this are huge, but somehow, some way, shape, or form out of this, I feel like, because, what's up, Greenpeas? Because this show has a way of, like, flipping our understanding of stuff. I have so much. Hold on, I'm gonna wait a little bit more. I just want to get clarification before I continue.
その警戒はひどく正しい。大切にするがいい。俺は怪奇という。
Oh yeah.
そう。貝塚の貝に枯れ木の木だ。
Whoa.
僕は荒らぎです。
Whoa.
漢字は
This theme.
そこまで説明しなくていい。それは聞いたばかりの名だ。ただし、俺が枯れ木だとすれば、お前は若木なのだろうがな。
その、もしもカンバルの
It's a name he just heard said. Hold on, wait, hold on, guys. Let me think about this. Yeah, I know, I'm fucking stopping. Hold on, I'm processing. Give me a second. That's a name he just... So he was in contact with someone else. One of your siblings, maybe. Ara-kun, come on, put this together, bro. Put this together. I know that you have to be interactive in that moment, bro. Oh, no. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, God. Okay, hold on. Hold on. I gotta back it up.
それは聞いたばかりの名。
It's a name I just heard, yeah. This is deep, dude. Holy imagine this. I'll use Hasanin. You know, Hasanin's like, oh yeah, my name's Hasanin. Oh yeah, that's a name I've already heard said. Bro, holy fuck. That's like a bomb and a half. That's like literally Hasanin coming in with the vine boom. Dude, that's like a okay. So in you'll always I hate to do it this way, right? When you've already stalked someone on Insta before you meet them, oh fuck the man. Oh no. So what is a powerful thing about a person's name? I'm throwing this out there because the majority of you guys have already like gone through a lot of anime with me, and I think I've explained this before, right? And why, for example, why do some people move their hands a lot, and why don't they? So what is the difference between one thing and another, right? Because they're Italian, no. So there's a couple key things, right? Number one, in psychology, in case you ever want to, it's called pinging, right? And I hate fucking using this term because a lot of people are like, oh, what is that? If I say that we're like in real life, right? First time meeting you or whatever, and your name's like Masters, right? I'll use Masters as an example here. We're like talking, whatever. If I'm not, of course, don't be absurdly annoying, like Masters, no. Like if we're talking, it's like, hey, yo, Masters, so what do you think about this, right? And we're having a conversation, it's like, oh crap, dude. Or like, using Masters like every so often, using their name. You build up propinquity. You build up that ping, right? And when you're talking with others and you're interacting with one another, you can also build up physicality ping. So in order to see how comfortable they're feeling. So for example, and you guys can check this out. This is all about body language and psychology and social psychology specifically, which is we start mirroring body language to those people that we start opening up to. So like once you reach a certain period, you start naturally matching even some certain like nonverbal cues, verbal cues, certain intonations and stuff like that, going off of that, right? Like that guy in Mushoku Tensei with mirroring. Yeah, like that guy in Mushoku Tensei with mirroring. You start automatically mirroring certain things. What is the power of using hands? And I'm going through this for a specific reason. If he was a threat, this goes for anyone out there. If oftentimes, for me, the people that are like, hands down aren't really a threat. The people who are constantly moving, with their hands up here are more of a threat. Do you guys know why? I'm curious. And this will all relate back to it, and I swear this is sort of what I'm going for in a bit. I'm just taking you guys through like a train of thought process so you guys get to see where I'm at and where we're heading with this. Okay, the reason being why playing with neurons and violent. So the reason being is because if I'm constantly moving and I'm talking to you and we're like blah 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 and go whatever, this whole movement, your brain adjusts to it. If we're talking back and forth, if I change it to a fist, you're not gonna see it coming. But if I'm completely still, right, completely still, and I reach for something, you're gonna move. But if I'm constantly moving, bang, you don't even know that it's there. It's that movement, right? Getting used to the movement. Some of the greatest individuals out there, right? Especially if like you're ever gonna get into a physical action or whatever, right? The more you move, the better it's gonna be. They're ready to throw down. Yeah, they're ready to throw hands. And that's the aspect of this, dude. Because if you're moving, you're used to the movement, right? You're used to what's happening here. So I'm able to go ahead and go into a punch real quick, and your brain is still adjusting because it wasn't seeing any of my earlier movements as threats, and it can just happen in an instant, as opposed to being completely still and then going for it, because then your brain recognizes it. That's fucking wild, guys. That's absolutely wild. So what am I getting at here? Our dark meme looks completely still, in a position of power. Right? So it makes me wonder, is he really a bad guy? Kaiki, yeah. Is this dude going to be a bad guy? Like, really? I'm just throwing that out there. Anyway.
ただし 俺が枯れ木だとすれば、お前は若木なのだろうがな。
その、もしもカンバルの家に用なんでしたら。
お前は最近の若者にしては礼儀正しいな。それに気遣いのできる男。
Also, we have to be honest. This is probably what Ara-Ara-kun is seeing right now. And this is fucking terrifying. Like, this is probably what Ara-Ara-kun is fucking seeing. Like, this is his perspective, if you think about it. That would be fucking, yeah. Hold on, chat. Hold on. I don't mean to be stopping every so often, but this fucking show just activates so much fucking shit. Hold on. Where's it at? You'll see at what I'm getting at in a second, I swear. I'm just trying to go ahead and bring up something. Couldn't fucking find it. The reason why is because, for example, he's coming off as a scummy salesman, right? And I was trying to bring up a fucking thing. Exactly. He's coming up like a scummy salesman to me. Where it's like, I thought I could make a good buck. I thought I could make a good buck, but it's worthless. It's like he's trying to go ahead and sell you. Now, the problem this one shows is this one of the shows when you can pause and analyze a lot and every time is great. And like, one thing I noticed, right, because he's already talking about, so he is a dark Oshino Meme. Do you guys have a theme here or see something that's going on with this shit? Like, first off, he's a clover, right? On his fucking like necktie thing here. Oshino had a cross, right? So it sort of makes me wonder if, like, because Clover's gambling money. Is this dude just in it for the money? Like, and where is this guy going for? And if he is in it for the money, does that make him bad? Does this make him not a bad character written or anything like that, but like, you know, an antagonist or a villain? And that's where my brain's at. My brain is like literally like so fucking hyper focused into like the design of this character and how this character is introduced versus Oshino, right? Because it's two different like layers here and two different ways of introduction and all of this shit. And my brain's like, is this guy truly a bad guy? Huh. I guess we'll find out. Whoa. Terrifying. Yeah, there you go. There you go. True, he did. He's probably gonna disappear, dude. Oh shit. I mean, yeah. Hey, yo. Hey, yo, there's a fucking waifu, bro. And she just fucking... There's a fucking waifu and she takes a hard left. Oh no. Best girl, am I right? Hey.
Oi, 戦場ヶ原。
勉強もせずにこんなところをフラフラしているような男のことを私は知らない。
Oh fuck.
誤解だって。
黙らっしゃい。誤解もお蚕様もないわ。私の授業からならばともかく羽川さんの授業から逃げ出すなんてふぬけにも程があるわね。失望しま。
True fucking waifu material here. Hey, yo, your waifu is telling you to go ahead and study up. She don't care if you're studying with her or with the other side chick. Just study up, dude. You know, like, she's over here like, dude, what's going on, dude? Study up. I don't, like, you know, what's going... Someone that cares, man. That's a fucking... Yeah. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. I'm not gonna go deep in this.
言い訳は聞き飽きたわ。この無能が。所詮あなたは口だけの男というわけね。荒木君。あなたのような男に心を奪われたことは私にとって一生の恥よ。
Oh, shame me.
僕じゃなかったら自殺するようなことを当たり前のように言うよな。
は、虫が。
え、ガハラさん。何よ、
チュララギ君。
人の名前を沖縄県の方言みたいに呼ぶな。僕の名前は荒木だ。ってそりゃ八九時の芸風だろうが。
失礼、噛みました。
違う、わざとだ。
噛みましね。
Oh god, it's doing the gag.
勘違いしないでよね。私は本当は荒木君みたいな人間のクズのことは大嫌い。
What's going on here? Is this just Hachikuji as Senjo? What the fuck is this? But also Senjo's fantastic.
なんだから。
お前、ツンデレっていう設定にかこつけて、ひょっとしてただの本音を語ってないか？
ただ、女は愛する男より愛されない男と一緒になった方が幸せだって言うから。
微妙に違うし。
冗談よ。荒木くんは愛されまくりのモテまくりだもんね。
And you're super popular, yeah. Hey, yo, mommy?
いいえ、5人かしら。
何がですか？
本日荒木くんが遊んだ。
Oh, shit. Hey, yo. Hey, yo, what the dude, okay. The number of girls you've played with Showdown, don't bonk me on that. Don't bonk me, Showdown. Hey, yo. Are your wizard powers stronger than mine? What the fuck? Don't just shove your fingers down my throat without some dinner, Senjogahara-kun. Alright, we might need to talk about some physical boundaries here. Like, what's going on? Senjo, yo.
Hey, yo!
True, it ain't the first time. That was her whole fucking hand, bro. She's like, hey, yo, I'll make sure to send all of your fucking lovers down with you. Ooh. Hey, is someone that's willing to fight for you like that? Ooh. Ooh. Queen.
それにそもそも私は死後の世界なんてこれっぽっちも信じてはいないんだけれどね。
You know, I'm kind of curious actually, and I think that this might start a discussion out in the comments, right? For example, for am I gonna say it? Fuck it, I'll say it. Senjogahara, aside from like, you know, physically putting her fucking fist in your mouth, is actually really good at going ahead and promoting and building up people and being there and also putting up their boundaries and all of these things, which are in terms endear for like a healthy relationship and asking questions and all of these things, right? So I'm kind of curious, why do people find, say, characters who have the mentality of a kid so attractive, or like make them their waifu in that regard, right? As opposed to, say, healthy individuals or individuals who might be on the healthier side of the spectrum, right? Granted, their sense of humor might not be your type, don't get me wrong, but is it more of a defenseless thing that people go for, or like what specifically drives them toward that regard? Because I can totally see someone looking at Senjogahara and being like, oh, she's such a bitch, oh, look at her, she's not even funny, or like all of these things, and it's like, you know, and then being like true Emilia simps, or like, you know, a simp of like any person out there, and it's like, but yeah, like what do you mean? Like, are you into like, you know, seeing someone without the ability to take care of themselves mentally, or like, you know, being mature enough to be able to make decisions? Or because Senjogahara here is like making a lot of like self decisions and doing everything. She's very funny, dude. Senjogahara is very funny. That's sort of why I'm throwing that out there. I'm like, wait a minute, like this just brought up this whole, and YouTube, feel free to correct me, and Twitch chat, feel free to correct me on this. Like, what are your guys' thoughts? Like, you know, what are you into? Are you into like tsunderes, yanderes, people who are just extreme mo, or like, you know, and why? Like, what drives you to those characters? I can also see like a difference between Hanekawa and Senjogahara, but even with Hanekawa, it's still a very much more mature choice. I'd kind of start questioning those individuals that are like, Hajikuji is the only one I need in my life, you know, or like the snake girl, and all of a sudden, like, you got to bring up those questions, like, why? Why? I don't mean to fucking get all philosophical about fucking, you know, shit here, but I'm just like, my FBI fucking alert meter starts going off when people are like Hajikuji and the fucking snake girl are like, are it, dude. Like that's the type of waifu, or fucking like Emilia or Beako are like the type of people that like they're into it. I'm like, why? What drives you to them specifically? Like, you know, and it's like, do you like them as a character? Because you can like them as a character, but like, what do you, yeah. Or do you like what specifically do you like about them that you wish were like in a relationship level, if you're taking that thing? I like physics more anyway.
ただ私と付き合うということはそういうことだと荒木くんに分かっておいてほしかったの。
Setting standards, okay?
分かってるよ。そもそも浮気なんてしない。
あらそうならいいわ。荒木くんが自分が一体誰の男なのかを忘れていなければ私はそれでいいのよ。私は荒木くんの女であるためにそれなりに努力している。できれば荒木くんにも同じようにしてほしいと思うわ。
努力ね。してるさ。自分が誰の男かなんて忘れた。
Considering that you were at a girl's house, a really young girl's house, just a couple scenes ago, where she was on top of you playing Twister, and then you went to another girl's house who was completely naked and went in there. Considering you got a literal cream pie. The reason why I'm bringing this up is like, yeah, why don't you have a seat? Like Chris Hansen here. Because for me, it just feels like she's saying, hey, dude, step up. Realistically, like even throughout like this whole like thing, Senjogahara was like, hey, like I feel like I'm putting a lot into the relationship in simpler terms, and you're not. Can you step up? Can you show me that you want this relationship without excuses, right? Callan reads, I'm more into lonely when it comes from when I was younger and wanted to be outcast, not like everybody, so I chose to be interested because everyone loved characters. At first it wasn't genuine, but after time it started to be real, only 2D. and it still is as of today. I don't know how to feel about it. But what drives you to that? FBI, open up! And that's like, for example, this is not being judgmental in any way, shape, or form. Like, this is genuine curiosity. Like, for example, what do you find in aspects of those characters that, like, you don't find in other characters, right? Or other people in that case, right? Because that's sort of where that questioning starts to come in, right? Hi, Brady. Anyway.
ちなみに荒木君、それはそれとして最後に参考までに言わせてもらうけれど、自分の彼氏がモテモテというのは彼女として割と最高の気分なのよ。
本音すぎるわ。どっか行く途中なのか？
買い物を終えて家に帰る途中よ。
You need a ride?
荒木君の方はどうしてこんなところに？ここはあなたのテリトリーではないでしょ。
見てわからないか？
残念ながら私は微生物の行動学は学んでないわ。
I'd crack
そ
up.
れでもあえて予想するなら、そうね。荒木君のことだから軽犯罪の帰り？
そんなぶらり散歩気分で軽犯罪を犯すか？カンバルの家に行った帰りだよ。
そう、カンバルの家。
Also, wait, hold on. Hold on. I wouldn't really analyze this in any other fucking culture, but now I gotta... Isn't it usual in Japan specifically for the guy to always be a little, like, 1 or 2 steps ahead of, like, the girl, and the girl being, like, 1 or 2 steps behind or something? Right? You correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't that, like, a common fucking, like, trend or something? Or maybe even the same level? I don't know where the fuck I've heard that, dude. But it's just... probably an anime or something, dude. I don't know. But for me, it's interesting because, like, she's not even looking back and having a conversation, and she's, like, significantly ahead and having a conversation. Might be more of a... I don't know. I'm like, legit, like, I'm like, where the fuck did I hear that from? Where the fuck did I see that from? Rather well said. I gotta dig it. Walking behind the guy at Chuhasurin, which is sort of what I'm getting at. Like, it's like a general guy should. Yeah, there's a thing. It's over, Anakin. I have the high ground. Oh, it is a thing. Let's go. My brain isn't completely fucking cracked yet. Asurin coming in with the fucking save and Masters too. Oh god, dude, I was like sweating bullets. I'm like, am I fucking starting to make up like random ass fucking like research shit and stuff? Okay, cool. So the reason why I'm bringing this up is because this is already telling us the power dynamic into where shit is, especially in a cultural setting where like stuff is not supposed to be, you know, different. The author's putting stuff in a very specific way. Situations like this, it's like, yo, where is the power dynamic laying at in this case? Power over, power under, right? And why doesn't he catch up to her in the middle?
見てね。いや、正面からは見てない。言うまでもないと思ってそんな細かい説明を省略しただけなのだ。ああ、そういや、カンバルの家の前で変なやつを見たぜ。
え、いつからカンバルの家の前に鏡が設置されたの？
変なやつっつうか、不吉なやつなんだけど。
That was funny, Senjo.
不吉。
名前は怪奇つったっけ？怪奇って男、お前の知り合いなのか？
And now we're back.
聞かないでくれるとありがたいんだけれど。
そうするべきならそうするけれど、でもそうじゃないだろう。お前がここまでしなきゃならないんだから。僕を守るため、僕を守りたくて、戦場ヶ原は僕を拉致監禁しているのだから。お前がここまでするなんてただことじゃない。
そう、私相手が荒木君なら拉致監禁くらい理由がなくとも口実さえあれば平気でしそうだけれど。
I'm kind of glad we got back to this fucking scene, dude. Kind of glad.
その男の名前よ。怪奇なんてそうある名前でもないし、それに不吉だと言うなら間違いないわ。あれほど不吉という言葉が似合う男を私は他に知らない。そう、荒木くんが何も知らないように。まさかこの町に戻ってきていたなんてね。意外というか不可解というか、実際思いもしなかったわ。
どういうやつなんだ。お前がそこまで毛嫌いする相手なんて珍しい。
怪奇は詐欺師よ。
Is he?
私の抱えていた問題については荒木くん、それに押野さんに解決してもらったわよね。
Is my theory right? Oshino was keeping all of these people at fucking bay. Oshino was like a giant fucking hurricane. Like, and it kept all these other bad things away from the center of it because they knew it's fucking dangerous. And because he left, these things start coming back in. Because scams, charlatans, whatever you want to go ahead and call, start coming in and taking the... Because, like, let's say, like, they're not even at the level of Oshino, right? Because clearly, otherwise, they would have been able to go ahead and come in without any fucking, like, effort or whatever, right? Like, they wouldn't even like, fucking been like, all right, Oshino's here, whatever. But if they just came in, does that... Oh, hold on. Let's say that for some reason they have some sort of semblance of power, like Oshino, right? We're not even going to put it that far, just like being able to go ahead and recognize certain things, not even to his extent of power, his extent of knowledge or whatever. But like, it works. It doesn't work to that extent, like lesser amounts of power, charges you an arm and a leg, but doesn't really know how everything works, right? So he's not probably able to fix everything. Or maybe there's fucking like, oh, I'll go ahead and, like, you know, even the bad version of shit, I'll curse someone for you. I'll go ahead and I'll do this for you. You know, I'll do an amarre, or like, you know, I'll fucking like pull your like two lovers together type of shit, or like, you know, weird fucking stuff out there. You know, and that's sort of what my brain is like processing this shit, and it's like, does that make him a bad guy? Does it? If that is the case, I don't think so. And here's why. Well, there's two reasons why. One, if this is the case, if we're going with this train of logic, this train, like psychological train of like action and logic and all of these things, if you see him as a bad guy, why? Are you only thinking of black and white? Either you must be good or you must be evil. But there's a lot of gray. What if you have to do this to survive? To eat. This is the only way you make your money. This is the only way that you know how to do certain things. And I'm not just talking about this guy, but any other person that was on the outside waiting to come in. This is huge. This is a big implication, a big revelation that's coming from Sensogahara. And especially the timing to do with this. This is bing bong. I mean, there's the saying that goes, when the cat's away, the mice will play. Yes, Callan. Yes. And that's... Bro, Callan, you're fucking hitting it on the head today, dude. Hitting the nail on the head, bro. That's sort of where I'm at. I'm like... I mean, it doesn't make him a wonderful individual if we're going with this train of thought. It makes him kind of like a... Like, you know, kind of scammy a bit, I guess. If it's not to that level. But Senjo, like... How'd you interact with this person? How'd this come in? Because you quickly jumped into like, oh yeah, it was you and Oshino that helped me, not him. He's scammy. I'll let you finish your thoughts before I get more of mine, because my brain is already starting to play with some concepts here, and I think I might be like pushing.
で、言わなかったっけ？荒木くんに押野さんを紹介してもらう前に、私は5人の詐欺師に出会っている。
5 con men.
怪奇はそのうちの一人。
Oh fuck.
なるほど。押野とそれにギロチンカッターと似た匂いがあったはずだ。二人とも怪に対する専門家という点では同じだ。そして怪奇霊臭もまた同じ。それが本物か偽物かはともかくとして。
偽物よ。ただし詐欺師としては一流だった。私はね、あの男に家族ごとひどい目に遭わされたのよ。
Oh no.
いろいろやった挙句、お金だけ巻き上げて。結局は何もせずに姿を消したわ。けれどそんなのは些細なことなのよ。
じゃあ些細じゃないことはなんだよ。
私は荒木くんにあの男と関わってほしくないの。それ
Bro, you're bringing up too many fucking red flags. What the fuck was the greater issue, dude?
だけなの。私はもう二度と大事なものを手放さない。なくしたくない。だから。
Hey,
だから
yo.
荒木くんは私が守る。
She went full fucking yandere mode here. I don't want anybody else to have you but me.
どうして僕に合わせたくないと思うんだ。
そうね。正義マンの荒木くんには刺激の強すぎる相手よ。
正義マンってファイヤーシスターズじゃあるまいし。
少なくとも回帰の目的がわかるまで、何をしにこの町に戻ってきたのかがわかるまで、荒木くんはここでおとなしくしておいてちょうだい。いいえ、たとえ回帰に目的なんてものがなかったとしても、あの男が町を出るまで荒木くんにはここにいてほしいわね。
もしも怪奇がこの町に引っ越してきたんだったら、
その時は荒木くんは一生ここで過ごす。
おいガハラさん。
それか怪奇を殺すか。
いや、
そうね。じゃあ怪奇をパチンとするか。
パチンって可愛い表現で表現してもダメ。ダメなものはダメ。大体怪奇って男はどんな。見ていいか。
Oh no. I think F in the chat. I think it might be too late. Everything's clicking now. If she's making it as scammy and as bad as it seems to be, and his first interaction with him is like, I've heard that name recently, then he's probably already involved, dude. It's already way too fucking late. The fact that you're more than likely gonna have to, oof, oof, oof. That's all I'm gonna say.
奥の方にあってうまく取り出せないのよ。
僕のポケットはそんなに深くないよ。
そう、荒木くんは人生もポケットも深くないのね。
傷つけられなきゃ携帯電話も取り出してもらえないのかよ。
Hurt you. Oh no. Oh shit. I'm dipping. I was only in chains because I thought it was kinky. I could have escaped him at any moment. Oh, dude. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, he could have literally like. For him, they were just like, all right, what are you gonna do, right? Like, he escaped him without any fucking like. Oh no.
どこへ行く気？
野暮用ができた。遊びはここまでだ。悪いが僕は家に帰る。
帰れると思う？
帰るさ。僕の家だ。そして僕の家族だ。
言っておくけれど、私は相手が吸血鬼だからといってひるむほど臆病じゃないし、相手が恋人だからといってひるむほど優しくもないわよ。
知ってるよ。だからお前が好きなんだ。
Oh damn.
通りたければ私を倒すしかないわよ。荒木くんにそれができるかしら。
Oh damn.
通るよ。そのセリフはブリッジして言わなければ効果がない。お前が僕を守りたいと言ってくれるように、僕にも守りたいものはあるんだ。
そんな言葉で私を説得できるとでも？
説得する必要なんかねえだろ。
さあ、どうかしら。私のことをあまり理解のある女だとは思わないでほしいわね。
でも戦場ヶ原だったらお前、僕のどこに惚れたんだ。ここで動かない僕をお前は好きだと誇れるのか。
やっぱ超かっこいい。私が男だったら恋して。
If I were a man, I'd love.
してるけど。
Hey yo. Hey yo. Dude, Cedric O'Hara, bro. Cedric.
もしもし、今取り込み中よ。 いいわよ、荒木くん。
Hey, yo, what the fuck kind of ocelot fucking shit is this? I was with the Patriots all along. The lolly lule low. What the fuck kind of thing is this? Ah, yes, I understand. Yes, Mr. President. What? So he has to have some sort of dirt or something on her, yeah? Or some shit. Or just like... I mean, it could be Kaiki, or it could even be one of his fucking sisters working with Kaiki. Now that I'm thinking about it, wait a minute. Does it have to be? Is he the bad guy? My brain. Oh no. Oh.
いいのか本当に。
いいわよ。その荒木くん、なんていうかあれなんだけれど。ごめんなさい。
は？あのさ、ガハラさん。ちなみに今の電話の相手って誰だったの？
羽川さん。
And that's game. And that's game. Fuck, guys. Ooh, that wasn't part of the deal. You can't just start throwing out random characters out here like they're all fucking interlinked. You can't fucking start throwing out characters all out here like, you know, they're fucking in on it and he's the only one that's been out of it the entire fucking time. I love this show, dude. I genuinely do. I thought I was going to come into... Because I've heard a lot of things about Nise. I thought I was going to come into Nise and be like, oh no, it's too much. I think the fact that we watched a lot of horny, degenerate anime has helped with like making everything digestible, and not just that. I'll be honest with you guys. It's helped with being able to like take everything in and process it and be okay with it and be able to grow with it, be able to be like point things out with it, you know? Like, it's a really good fucking show. You gotta get used to it. It's a really good fucking show. Like, I didn't think I'd be saying this, but like, fuck, dude. Like, that amount of dialogue. The fact that this show is just dialogue heavy, first off. Right? It's like a foot in the door technique, except it's a horny in the door technique, right? It's a dick in the door technique. Where 14 minutes of TOS, iRacer, what's up? It's like a dick in the door technique, right? Like, the first time you see like a dick in the door, you're like, it's a dick, right? But the second time you see a dick in the door, you're like, oh, it's a dick. So like the more that you're it's like exposure therapy. I know it sounds painful. What do you mean spicy hydrate? Someone spicy hydrate? I've been spicy hydrating all fucking day. What up, Rex? Like, the more that you see, like, this type of thing, the more open you are to hear. What the fuck did I hear? I don't know. It's like a foot in the door, but essentially we're talking about a dick in the door. So, like, for horniness in anime. Where once you've experienced it the first time, you might be a little weirded out by it. It might be something small. And then it builds up to your tolerance to what you can go... Oh, thanks so much for the hydrate. Your tolerance to what you're able to go ahead and process and handle, right? So I just think that that's super duper interesting, and I think this show is playing off of that. The fact that this show is so dialogue heavy and keeps it so interesting by pulling all these characters in together, and you're able to keep up with all of their like actual thinking patterns by the way they're speaking one to one another, the dialogue, whatnot. I think that this is one of those shows where like you might watch it a second, a third, a fourth time and still pick up new stuff that you didn't pick up beforehand. Because like even now I'm like just reflecting on the episode and I'm picking up on a lot more like stuff. Also, why did I come in on a dick and a door metaphor? I don't know, Rex. Why are you coming in a dick and a door metaphor? That's the real question. Rex, you have like amazing timing. I hope you know that. You either come in on dick and a door metaphors, or you come in like, or you come. Oh my God, Edgar, stop. Or oof is all I'm gonna say to that. Oof, double oof. Ah.
Hey yo.
I know. I'm done. I appreciate this anime though. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Guys, if you are on YouTube and you guys like the wild rantness and what it's like to be live, these guys can tell you there's no stopping, there's no editing. Everything that you guys see on there, it's quite literally everything that's happening live. We can't edit because it's live, dude. So yeah, I hope you guys like it. Make sure you guys comment. Let me know. First off, what is, What do you like in the anime? Senjugahara, Hanekawa, Hajikuji, all of these people. And then second off, what specifically attracts you about certain characters, i.e., lolly characters? And this is a no judgment zone. I'm just genuinely curious. What attracts you to them versus other characters? Like, what is in there for you to be like, hey, you know what? Like, you know, is it the innocent aspect? Is it the fact that meant like maturely they're not there? Is it the physical aspect? Like, what specifically makes you go for these certain type of characters, and not even just lowly characters? I'm talking about like characters whose maturity level is not there. And again, this is not coming out of a whole situation, but why? And that's exactly like, and even like if you're into tsundere and whatnot, what attracts you to that specifically? And like genuinely go as deep as you want to go. Like, I'm there because, you know, I really like sarcastic natures, and growing up sarcastic natures was the way that we express love in our culture and whatever, and seeing that sort of thing for me is like a genuine form of affection versus a genuine form of putting down. Go as deep as into an explanation as you can, because I think that this is actually. But why, Callan? And that's the big thing. Why? What about that? What about that specifically? Because that's pretty vague. You know, a lot of people can take that and be like, what do you mean by childish aspect? The physicality? And if so, what about that? And so on and so forth. So I'm approaching this. Is there a savior complex there? Like, what's going on? But the element you can exactly, Hassarin. There's no need to make it weird, but it's just the overall like concept of like, why do you like what you like, and do you even understand why you like what you like? Because a lot of people don't. A lot of people just take it and be like, I like this because it is what it is. So that's the number one thing, is why do you like what you like? And this is an area of self-discovery, of growth. And guys, if you guys are on YouTube, some videos should pop up for you guys to go ahead and click on one of them. I'm pretty sure they're pretty decent or pretty good, depending. And make sure you guys subscribe, like, whatnot. We'll probably be doing this. We do this every Friday and Sunday here on Twitch. Help us stay at affiliate, I guess, because now we qualified for affiliate. So so help us like stay there and far surpass it and keep growing, dude, because as I said, you get the full thing here. Partner, yes, partner, not affiliate. Partner, there you go. Thank you. Stay a partner. Practice some self-care, guys. I love y'all, and